What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in the building, and we out here, doing our thing. See them buildings behind me? That's an old landmark out here in the CO. You feel me? See all the spots back there? Them jokers been out here since I was young. You feel me? Finally condemning them. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff getting torn down. We out here. We out in these streets, baby. This was one of the biggest night hood spots, and it's like a landmark. Like, these apartments been here forever, and they finally condemn them. So I wonder if they doing that gentrification where they moving all the stuff out. They starting to do that in the hood now. They starting to do that. They starting to close down all the old buildings, rebuild them up, raise them prices, getting everybody out here. Just speaking on it, my homeboy just got on city council, man. Got to do something about that. So I just wanted to make that quick stop. Crazy to see it go, but we ain't here just talking about that right now. You know what I'm saying? We came to Mattress Furniture. We gotta get some stuff on the low. You feel me? We gotta get some stuff on the low here. But the main reason why we doing this video right now, because we gotta talk about some few things been on my mind that just happened. Obviously, y'all seen the news. Tyron Smith looks like he's gonna be gone. Looks like he finally walking. They couldn't come to an agreement with the money, so Tyron Smith gonna go ahead and say, I'm done. Now, y'all know I've been an advocate of, hey, man, the time it's time. I've been saying since 2019, come on, dog, get some pics for him. His body's breaking down. He gonna miss games. Yes, he's still elite. Yes, he's still a top tackle. But every time you talk about Tyron Smith, it's always, he's great when he's available. He's great when he's available. And too many years you've been going through that. I get it. It worked last year. He took a discount, no practice time, but that man was on bubble wrap, dog. At any time this man could go. Y'all don't understand that? At any time, he could sign a contract somewhere else and be gone, be done after one play. That's how bad his body is. Let's not act like it's not. Okay? So the team shouldn't keep being held hostage by that. Now team's making a bad move. The only bad move the team is making with this Tyron Smith thing is now you're trying to fleece him for the money. Because he already gave you the good contract. He gave it to you last year, and now he probably like, nah, I ain't doing that again. I ain't taking the discounts. You feel me? I can go somewhere else, and they'll probably pay me for the whole year, whether I'm hurt or not. So I ain't gonna keep giving you discounts. So, Stephen Jones ain't trying to pay you. So he's like, okay, well, then you just walked in. So it really ain't about Tyron Smith retiring on his old time. It ain't really about Tyron Smith. We love Tyron Smith so much that we just gonna let him do it on his own. No, it's about Tyron Smith being cheap for y'all. That's what it was. As long as Tyron Smith was being cheap for y'all, then y'all love some Tyron Smith. As soon as Tyron Smith said, nah, dog, you gonna pay me my money this year, whether I'm hurt or not. Hey, thank you for your time, Tyron. Bye. So I don't want to hear all this. Jerry, I don't want to hear from Steven. So my thing is, what's the plan now? Because, see, I'm confused. You need a lot of positions in this draft, right? Are you going to get busy in free agency? I'm sorry, I don't believe it. All I hear is about you going to sign your own. Okay, so you already hear about Justin Jefferson. He want that new contract, and they're talking about 30 per. Well, what you think CD going to want? He gonna want 30 or 31, 32. He gonna want them that pay, because them last 2 years, actually all his 4 years, he been dogging it. If you look at the years he been playing and his numbers, they very good numbers. You gonna have to pay big dollars. Dak Prescott, heard Jerry say it. Dak's our quarterback. I heard Jerry say it. So we keep on hearing about 60 million. So you gonna pay these monies in Micah too? Yeah, pay him now so you can open up the floodgates so you can get these free agents, right? Because you need linemen. That's what Will McClay said. He need front end people. Mike Zimmer is a front seven guy. He like his safeties, but he like that front seven. He like that front, that bulk up front. And I said it's time Dallas finally started getting bulky up front, because they ain't never had a bulky defense. They've already had fast, quick guys. They ain't never had really guys that could really stop the run. Always talking about stopping the run, but you never get big boys to stop the run. Don't make no sense, right? You ain't getting the backers to really do the things that you want. So here's a free agency that you can do it. You can hurry up and sign Dak. You can go ahead and hit CD, already be in them negotiations, because I heard you ain't even been talking to CD's agent. You ain't even talked to him, right? Ain't been no conversations, right? And no, you ain't been talking to Dak's people. You say you ain't want to talk about the contracts. None of their contracts. We ain't gonna talk about their contracts, right? That's what you was telling them, Stephen Jones? Okay. It's March 3rd now. Okay, 10 more days to officially, or 11 more days to officially open for free agency to sign. We're going to see. Don't think you're going to do it. And then here's this funny thing about y'all. How about y'all love your draft picks? You're down a draft pick this year. Why? Because you gave up your fourth for a Trey Lance. And that was early in the year, last year, when you gave up that pick for Trey Lance, right? So, Dak's our quarterback, but we went and got Trey Lance. For what? If he's your guy, why'd you get him for the funny game? What? You using him for the fake leverage? Like, what was the point of getting him then? If you didn't think he could be something for the future. You developing now quarterbacks and flipping them for picks? Okay. Well, you spent your fourth that you don't have this year, and you're paying his roster bonus? That's like almost, $5 million? So he's going to be making a total of $5 million to be a third stringer probably? A second or a third stringer sitting the bench, might be a third, because you said Mike McCarthy want to keep 3 quarterbacks to develop. Cooper Rush was making $2 million, so you're going to have $7 million bundled up. But you ain't want to pay Zeke that $6 million. And I ain't hating on the Zeke thing, but you ain't want to pay $6 million to him. But you're going to pay $5 million. That's too expensive for Zeke or Elliott, right? You don't want to pay him that $6 million. That could have helped your team right now. He could have. I ain't saying he couldn't have. But he could have, but you ain't want to pay that money. I get it. But you want to pay money, $5 million, for a guy who sits the bench who's a third stringer. And you spent a fourth round draft pick who you not flipping this year. Didn't you develop him this year? Didn't you have him training and all that? Why didn't you develop him this year and then flip him and try to get a pick for him? No, you're just paying for the roster bonus to sit on the bench. See, that's why it's all backwards in Dallas. That's why I don't be listening to that and be believing that. Because you got your fourth round who you just lost. Now you only have 3 picks and you got needs. You only got 3 picks. We know you ain't willing and dealing picks. We ain't seen you flipping and willing and dealing and getting creative. Y'all don't do that. Y'all gonna be basic as hell, and y'all still sitting on your hands waiting to sign CD. While you keep hearing these numbers go up, you could have been signed that, but you just waiting. Number keep going up every time you wait, because y'all want to be the king of negotiations. Y'all ain't the king of negotiations. No, you ain't. Oh, you probably felt good because y'all fleeced Trevin Diggs because he gave. See, them signings come out of nowhere, right? When you giving them what you want. Okay? When them other players like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't letting you fleece us like you be fleecing everybody else, then it's a problem. This organization, bro, is just backwards, ass backwards. And I don't know why we keep on thinking that this is all of a sudden going to get better when you see these kind of tactics. You are not flipping picks, so you're going to you got needs. Left tackle. I posted a thing from Connor Live say left tackle, offensive center, because you don't know what you're going to do with Biotish. Are you going to pay him? I hope not. And then you need a running back because you don't know what you're doing, Pollard. You need receiver. You need a linebacker. You need a big man. You need a lot of needs, and you got 3 picks, and a lot of people going to be taking all them players. So them slim pickings, because we don't know if you're going to draft the right way because you didn't last year. So it may sound like a lot of complaining. Yeah, it may sound like a lot of complaining up in these streets. But I think I'm talking real. If I'm not talking real, jump in there and tell me I'm not. That's fine. I won't get mad at you, except that there's one Cowboys person. He's just a hater, and I'm always going to delete your comments. Sorry. Just tell me how you think about it. You're down 1 pick because you used that pick on a player you ain't using, and you ain't trying to flip the player, because that's what I heard that Dallas was going to do. Pick up Trey Lance, develop him, then flip him for picks. I don't see that. You had a whole time to develop him. You ain't flipping him. You're signing him his roster bonus. So he's staying on the team as a third stringer, making $5 million. What sense is that making? What sense is that making? But Dallas know what they doing, right? What's the plan, Cowboys? Because I don't see it. Who's the plan to play left tackle now? I'm cool with you moving on from Tyron Smith, but did you have a plan? Do you have a plan, or were you just assuming that he was going to take that deal like he did last year, and then he fooled y'all and said, hell nah, I want money. And y'all were like, what? Okay, you got to go. But where's your backup plan? Where's you going to move Tyler Smith out there? Huh? Do you have a plan? Where are you drafting? What is your plan? Do y'all even got one? I'm sorry, y'all. That's why it's hard for me to get excited when I see the boo-boo, the food, this type of stuff. But tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Am I wrong here? Seems like Cowboys don't got a plan. Tell me in the comments. You think the Cowboys got a plan right now? Because I don't. Let me know in the comments. Big Game James. We in this nice weather out here in these streets, baby. It's like about 64, 65 out here in these streets. We out here in these streets. It's so nice outside in these streets. You feel me? So let me know in the comments what you think. Big Game James, I'm out. Peace.